Yo guys, Haku here with a thoughts and discussions video on who I think the new girl that showed up in this week's chapter of Tower of God is. For some reason I feel like I said that weirdly, but getting into it. My personal choice for who it could be is Rowan. I think that somehow or another Rowan absorbed Albelda, the final sibling of White, and the person that we're seeing is the fusion of Rowan and Albelda. Or maybe Rowan absorbed the part of White that is normally Albelda when she did the first spell to seal him away, or she has some part of his power. Either way, my personal bet is Rowan. So if this isn't Albelda, then I don't think we're going to be seeing Albelda, because Albelda was absorbed by whoever this is if it isn't Albelda herself. And Joaquin didn't recognize her, so I doubt it's Albelda herself. And I'm saying this because the girl said herself that she's the final part. And SIU said in his blog that it's the last clone. So if the last and final part / clone isn't Albelda, then it's obviously someone else that absorbed Albelda's part of White's power. Now, I think that it could be a new antagonistic character, maybe a member of Rachel's team we have yet to see, because we know that Michael and Apple aren't here. Maybe they have more Rachel teammates with them, and she's one of them. That's kind of doubtable, but possible. Or it could be another member of FUG that disagrees with Karaka, because we know that Pedro is working for Karaka, and Pedro seems to be on the side of bringing White back. So maybe this is someone with FUG that's against Karaka's will. Or another thing that I'm seeing a lot is that it could be Eurasia N who was sealed away. Highly doubt that. Or that it could be just some sort of princess in general, which if it's just a random new character princess, or a princess that somehow flipped sides and is working with FUG, something cool like that I'd be into. But just another like one of the princesses that was sealed away, I don't buy it. I think that would maybe be a little bit too much. And some people are saying, oh, it's obviously the princess that took White down. And no. I do not think that at all. I think Joaquin would have flipped out. He would have recognized her immediately, I feel, and been like, oh my shit's in the frying pan. Like, he would not be so cool. I mean, he is a little bit angry, but I think Joaquin's reaction would have been much, much different if it was the princess that had taken him down as White. Now, it could also be a random REA family member. And, well, I say random, but just a new REA family member. But that's a little... voice crack. That's a little bit on the fence for me, because from what we've seen so far of Joaquin and his siblings, they've got white hair, white eyes, and pale skin. And she's got the pale skin and the white hair, and she's got red eyes, which is different. So that leads me to think, okay, she's not like Joaquin and his siblings. She's not Albelda. She's someone new. And we know that the Ha family has red eyes, so maybe somebody from the Ha family absorbed Albelda? Maybe. Also, it's worth noting that I'm not 100% on this. I didn't write it down or anything, but I'm pretty sure Rowan had orange eyes to match her orange hair. If not, maybe blue or green, but I know for certain that I definitely checked and she didn't have white or red eyes, because I made sure I checked. Don't remember exactly what she had, but I'm thinking it was like orange, green, or blue. So that kind of takes away from my thought that it could be Rowan, but my heart still says it's Rowan who absorbed Albelda. So in the end, this is short and just my discussion, my thoughts on different ideas on who it could be. And I think it's Rowan, even though really looking at the two next to each other, she looks nothing like Rowan. But apparently she doesn't look like Albelda, or Joaquin would have recognized her. So she could be really anyone at this point. And I think she's just someone in general who absorbed Albelda. And we're probably going to find out a bit more, maybe a lot more next chapter, but at least a little bit more about who she is. Because, of course, the first thing we're going to get is going to be like Joaquin and Baum and everyone like, who are you? That's, of course, like the first thing we're getting. So we'll probably get some idea of who she is next chapter. Now for the best option of who this character could be, best option, in my opinion, is if it's just a new character with her own story and stuff that she's bringing into this, and she has her own reasons for absorbing Albelda, and just building on it that way. Because making it could be made like if it's a princess that took him down or one of the sealed princesses, it could be too much to where it gets cheesy. So I'm saying the best case scenario storyline wise is either it is Rowan somehow or another, or just some other personality of the Albelda Rowan mix, or it's a new character completely. Now before I end this, I want to bring up one of the options that I actually saw multiple times in multiple places was she's Karaka. And I gotta say, I'm disappointed in you guys. I sincerely hope she isn't Karaka. Like, just what she's done so far seems way out of character for Karaka and what he does and the way he looks and is in general. So I think that's kind of... I don't want to make fun of anybody else's theory, but that's kind of a guess that I don't like. I don't like that guess. I hope it's not Karaka. I think that's probably one of the worst case scenarios of how this could turn out, is if she's Karaka. So yeah, that's all I got. Comment down there and tell me what you guys thought. Share with all of your Tower of God loving friends that might be interested. Like if you liked it. Subscribe for more Tower of God content. A lot more. Some more One Piece, The Walking Dead, anime review every week. Just whatever you guys want to see, whatever I want to do, whatever we're inspired with together. Follow on Twitter for updates. Thank you guys for all of the support and all of just being part of making this sort of YouTube channel community take off. Thank you all so very much. Like, comment, subscribe, Twitter, blah, 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 / Haku of the Tubes, and I will see you guys next time.